Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220 here, and this is just a little small video about a topic of a new project that a YouTuber by the name of muse and P in a Pod are making together. If you don't know muse or P in a Pod, they are two YouTubers who actually worked together in the Heart Shell, the Color Goddess, and the Demon's Daughter, the Nistverse trilogy. And also, and Pina Pod is doing Amor Cristallo, which is really good. The first two episodes are out right now. And Muse just announced, I think 3 days ago, that the casting call has been done. She pulled a funny little April Fool's thing, even though I don't do April Fools, as everyone should know from my little short, I don't do that stuff. It's not that I don't have a sense of humor, it's just, some things can be taken out of misconception, or people just take it way too seriously, and a mess can happen. But that's besides the point. The new project is called Custodius Regnarum. It is basically, what if the three tribes of ponies never met and never knew that each other species and tribe existed? And I actually like that name, and I also like this. I think it's a cutie mark that's like the little symbol behind the title. And it seems once again Rainbow Dash is going to be the focal point of the story. Boy, that poor Rainbow Pegasus can't catch a break. Oh my god, she went through... I'm concerned because Rainbow Dash in the Nistverse trilogy was put through such a mental, emotional hell, and she did a lot of crying. Without really spoiling anything, in case there is anyone who has not seen Musescript's Nistverse trilogy, Rainbow Dash is put through the ringer. I did make a video about how, the audio drama gave Rainbow Dash so much needed character development. Am I saying Rainbow Dash was done poorly in the real show? No, but she did have her moments where you're like, Rainbow Dash, get over yourself. And I do believe that's where the magic of these YouTubers come in, where the show did not touch upon or do certain things with characters or stories or plot points. The YouTubers say, let's take it from here. And they do like their alternate universe take on certain things. And just a little thing about the Heart Shell, Elusive Owl, a shout out to Elusive Owl. He's actually doing a reaction to the Heart Shell. He's on episode 6 or 7, I believe, right now. I'm actually excited to see him get to the Color Goddess and the Demon's Daughter, because those two, I would have to say, the Heart Shell is a more emotionally driven story for Rainbow Dash, where she's not only tested emotionally, she is mentally tested, and it's hard. It's sometimes, I'm like, oh my god, how did she, hold it together? Like, it made me, I know what made her hold it together, but I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna need a bunch of hugs after all this. But I'd have to say the Color Goddess and the Demon's Daughter are my favorites, because Musescript is actually a genius, coming up with a genie pony that would even make Robin Williams proud. I'm sorry. Robin Williams as the genie from Aladdin is actually one of my favorite Disney characters. It wasn't just his pop culture references he would do. It was just Robin Williams' timing, his charm, his innocent nature, his loving wisdom, and how sweet of a guy he can be. Yeah, he could be very loud and abrupt, but he was still, at the end of the day, someone you could, hey, you want to talk? You want to sit down and talk and play some cards or something, And there is a pony genie. I won't reveal who it is, but she gave me a lot of Robin Williams genie vibes. Um, because of how bombastic she was, how over the place she was. And I will be honest. I know. I think I said this in my video about the Rainbow Dash character development from that story. Um, when this genie pony sings a song, I was thinking it was gonna be like a parody of "You've Never Had a Friend Like Me." I'm like, dang it, it wasn't. It was actually a different song, original, which I have to give respect to MuseScript for choosing, because she could have easily have done a parody of "You've Never Had a Friend Like Me." I think that would have been kind of cool. I kind of wish she did that at some point. I kind of wish maybe in the Color Goddess, maybe there would have been a scene of the genie pony kind of saying, you never had a friend like me or something. I kind of wish that happened, but it didn't. But it's nice to think in what could have been. Also, there are these creatures. These creatures called canims. They are part wolf, part dragon. And I think that's a very cool concept. Like, mixed creatures are not different. Oops, sorry. I just had to get my remote out of the way. My cat was getting ready to play with it. Veto. Creatures that are mixed with other things are not uncommon. We got the manticore, chimera. Many creatures of legend have had like minotaurs, centaurs, where minotaurs are like half human, half bull. Centaurs are half human, half horse, and a satyr is like a half goat, half human. So I like the fact that she made a species, a whole new species called the canims, which are, like I said, are part dragon and part wolf. I think that's actually kind of cool. This is what I love about audio dramas and people who really put their heart and soul, their gift, their talent into these audio dramas to where they can create things that the show never did. And the Heart Shell really, it's that saying, like from Spider-Man brand No Way Home, you better be careful what you wish for. That I'll just say that without spoiling anything for the Heart Shell. I'm not going to spoil anything else, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about that because Rainbow Dash was put through the ringer, and due to MuseScript's silence and Peanut Pod's reaction, Rainbow Dash might be once again the focal point of the story. I have seen some of the... Of course, actually, Luna is a unicorn queen. And Celestia is a Queen Celestia who is now a Pegasus. That's kind of cool. I like how she's doing this little... It's still Celestia. She still has the regal nature of Celestia, but she's not an alicorn. She's a Pegasus. I really like it when YouTubers like MuseScript take a concept and just change it a little bit. I like that it's something fresh, but it's something familiar. Similar with A New Dawn of Harmony, which I have talked about on my channel before, where it's something familiar. Oh, by the way, A New Dawn of Harmony, if everything goes right, will be coming out in the beginning of 2027. I really hope so. Crossing fingers for Lovely Promise. I'll talk about that a little bit more at some other point, but Custodes Regnorum, it sounds like it's the title. Is that actually Latin? If I don't know if ever MuseScript will see this video, but is that Latin or something? Because if that is, that's really clever. But the whole thing of, how the three pony tribes what if they never met each other, never knew each other existed? That's actually interesting. But my question is, since this is actually a more different take on the My Little Pony characters that I've seen. Almost every story I've seen has a similar thing, but very different. This one goes into a more different direction to where, like, what if they never knew each other? And I find that really exciting. And honestly, Rainbow Dash being the main character again, which once again, Muse kind of went like and PM Pop was like, Muse, Muse, you know. I'll be honest, I don't mind, and you can tell how much she likes Rainbow Dash as a character. And I have to say, Muse does a good Rainbow Dash voice. She does, like, for the hard shell, she did all the voices for the most part until Flutter Rose came in and did Luna. Speaking of which, Flutter Rose, I do remember a while ago, was working on her own audio drama called Chaotic Harmony. If anyone knows Flutter Rose or heard about that, because she still has the trailer up if you look it up. Is that still happening or has that been canceled? I kind of wish Flutter Rose would kind of bring that up just to give us a little update on if it's canceled or not. You never know. Maybe she'll pop up one day and say it's still going or it's canceled. If anyone knows what's going on with that, comment in the comment section down below. But with Rainbow Dash being the main character, I can honestly see Rainbow Dash being the one to start get the snowball rolling. And I don't mean thanks for the memories. I don't mean that in that way. I mean, she is very bold, very adventurous. She craves action, excitement. So I can actually see Rainbow Dash being bold enough and brave enough to venture beyond her home, and she stumbles upon the Earth Ponies and the Pegasi. I'm actually wondering who the villain's gonna be. I'm always kind of curious for the villains. Same thing with another one that has been kind of silent for a little bit. It was Spotted Tails, I think it's called. String of Fate. It's basically about Tempest Shadow and Twilight Sparkle. And the first episode that is supposed, like, I did message her, sorry, tongue-tied. I did message her about it, and she said, and I just said, I just hope the first episode comes out this year, because I'm actually excited for that. The way she kind of incorporated the actual footage from the movie, then added her little bit of our own art at the end was pretty cool. And she said that's the idea. So I'm hoping maybe at some point this year she does release episode 1 to get her audio drama started. Because I'm always curious about, like, these alternate universes and alternate different takes on stories. I do know Sugar Cloud is currently working on the Forest Beast sequel. Forest Beast. Beautiful audio drama. Some of the most beautiful art in that audio drama. I'm not kidding. I'll just say one word. Butterflies. You'll know what I mean when you see, if you ever watch it. Also, Blue Heart Tattoo, actually revealed a sneak peek of her next episode of The Element of Kindness. And Kiki Bat VA will be being the new voice of Fluttershy. It sounds like a very nice voice. I actually have to give respect to everyone who does try to play these characters. Sometimes they give their own little take on the voice, not trying to copy the original actors, trying to honor them. I am also hoping that Kiki Bat VA reveals her first episode of Sky Spirit, her audio drama, which I am really excited for, because we're following a character named Sky Spirit who is part alicorn and part lion. That's badass. Now that is a badass combination. The might and ferocity of the lion with the grace and beauty and power of the alicorn. That's a badass combination. But yeah, Custodes Regnarum, I get the feeling is going to be another masterpiece by Muse, Crypt and P in a Pod. Because the Nistverse trilogy and even the Tenebrae movie that she made was absolutely stunning and was a wonderful way to wrap up loose ends. And the story was funny, epic, action-packed, emotional, tense, sometimes a little scary. Just a heads up, if you have, like, younger siblings or kids that want to see this, There is a discussion about if certain episodes will have blood and violence and scary images. So, if you have like an older brother, sister, or little cousins, or nephews, or something, or if your kid is like a fan of My Little Pony and wants to check it out, just be there for them or something. And when those episodes come up with the viewer discretion, but I get a feeling this is going to be another masterpiece. I don't know if it's going to become another trilogy. It just might. I don't know, but Custodes Ragnarum. I am actually really excited for this, and I'm just glad that the pony YouTubers are keeping and for right now the spirit keeping My Little Pony going until Hasbro finally decides to throw us something for us to chew on, to something for us to feast our eyes upon, because look, I'm not expecting them to give us a show this year, but give us at least like a trailer, image, artwork, concept. I don't know. But I have to give credit where credit is due and show massive appreciation to all the pony YouTubers that are keeping My Little Pony going in the audio drama department and keeping us entertained. And also Magpie. I actually gave some money to her Patreon yesterday actually, and I am so glad that everyone has been helping Magpie out. Kudos to all of you for helping her out. But for the most part, Custodes Ragnarum, I'm looking forward to it. This was about Muse Script's new project and my history with the series. I'm actually rewatching it now because Muse has gotten me excited for her next potential masterpiece. So let's keep an eye out for Custodes Ragnarum and whatever other audio drama projects come out this year, and let's have a good time. So until next time, I am Draco Prime 220 signing off.